So this is my mum, and she came all the way to Holland to do ayahuasca. Mum, what made you decide to come and do ayahuasca?
I was curious to see what you was doing.
What do you mean?
I wanted to know what my daughter was up to, even though she's 33 soon.
Okay, and so on the way down in the car, you started to get really emotional. Can you explain that for me?
No, because I don't know why.
But what happened?
I just wanted to cry at everything.
Everything. Okay, and then we got to the venue, and how did you feel when we got to the venue?
Nervous. Shaky and nervous and more emotional.
More emotional. How did you find the people?
Very friendly, but a little bit strange at first. But very friendly.
Strange in what way?
They're not the kind of people that I'm used to.
You described them to me as hippie-ish. What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Just hippie-ish.
So at the start of the ceremony, we set our intentions. How did you feel when you set your intention?
I wasn't sure what I was doing. I wasn't sure what to expect. I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know what I had to do to get what I wanted.
And you started crying before the ceremony even started.
I was crying all the way through.
So you drank your first cup.
Which was awful.
How did that taste?
Foul. But it wasn't as bad as what you had said it would be.
Okay, but then you changed your mind because the second cup, how did that taste?
That was even worse.
Yeah. So after you had your first cup, can you explain to me what happened to you and how you felt?
Nothing, I just lay down and relaxed, and then I started shaking. And it all came back.
What do you mean it all came back?
In a bucket.
So you threw it up?
Yeah.
What else did you see and feel?
Not a lot. I felt shaky. Still felt emotional. But I didn't see a lot. I just saw lots of nice colours. Pinks and purples, mauves. A little bit of dark, but nothing much.
How did you feel when you saw the dark?
My instant reaction was, no, go away.
So it scared you a bit? Okay, and then what happened after you'd seen the dark?
I just went pretty colours again. And then it was like faces coming, like just head and shoulders coming towards me. Nothing horrible. Just different faces, big and small. But the biggest one I saw, the most prominent one I saw, was actually you. And I knew it was you because your hair was the same style and everything, and the lips and everything. It was just the same.
And how did you feel when you saw that?
I don't know. I didn't know really what was happening. So I just remember seeing these faces.
Can you explain to me, you said that you felt a lot of things happening in your body and you felt pain in different places. Can you explain that to me?
I felt my body shaking, a little bit tingly. But my body was shaking really bad. My stomach was shaking. It was all that bubbly. And then I felt sick. But as soon as I'd been sick, I lay down and I just relaxed. I was just really, really tired, exhausted.
You described to me and said that you felt as if you just couldn't move.
I couldn't. I just could not move. I just I just lay there. I just didn't want to move. I was just comfortable.
And can you explain to me what your actual intention was, what one of them was?
I wanted to resolve some health issues that I'd been going through the last few months. And that's the main thing that I asked for.
And how do you feel afterwards? Do you feel that it's done anything for you?
I'm not sure. I think so. Because one of the issues was quite personal, and it does seem to be a lot better so far. Whether it's just coincidence or not, I don't know, but we'll see.
Do you mind saying what it was, Mum?
Yes, I do mind saying what it was.
Mum needed to go to the toilet all the time for a wee, and since she did the ayahuasca, she's been not feeling like she needs to go as much. Actually, on the way home, you only went once, didn't you? Mm-hmm. And I went about 10 times. Also, you said that there was pain in your ear.
Yeah, I woke up at one point with horrific pain on my right ear when I touched it. Didn't hurt me before, and it doesn't hurt me now either. But it was just then that it hurt me. It was really bad pain, unbearable to touch.
And what else did you kind of hear and see and feel in the room while you were doing it?
Nothing really that stands out.
What about what other people were doing?
I could hear other people crying and sort of seemed like they were fighting off something. A lot of people were saying no. That's about all. But I was aware of everything that was going on.
What was I doing? Were you next to me?
Yeah, you were up and down all the time. In your bed, out your bed, in your bed, out your bed.
And what were you thinking when I was in and out?
Nothing really. I just thought, well, that's Katie.
What about the bucket?
The alien in the bucket made me laugh. Wasn't my alien in the bucket, by the way. It was Katie's alien in the bucket.
Can you just describe that for me?
I woke up for a minute, looked across to Katie and saw her sitting up with a bucket. And then she just burst out laughing and tapped my arm and said, "Mum, there's a fucking alien in my bucket." And I just laughed, and that's it. I thought, well, that's Katie being Katie.
Would you do it again?
I think I would. Now I know more about it, but I think I would, just to get a few answers on other stuff that's happened in my life. But I'm not sure when. But I think I would.
What do you feel that ayahuasca was working on for you this time, and what do you feel that you got from it this time?
I think with me asking to resolve health issues, I think they were just concentrating on my health, and that's why I slept so much, because I was just literally absolutely exhausted. And I've been tired for weeks with suffering with chronic fatigue.
Are you glad that you went?
I'm glad I went. I enjoyed the experience. It's not what I expected. I expected more, but up to now I think it's done what I asked it to do. Like I say, unless it's coincidence. But I would go again, and I'm glad I went just to see what it actually involves and what it actually is, because I think if you don't know what it is, if you're ignorant towards it, you haven't got a clue. I think you need to go and see for yourself before you start judging people. And
you saw me before I went on my first time, and now you've seen me after I've been 3 times. How would you say that it's changed me?
I'd say it's changed you 99% for what you was the first time you went. You were a wreck, you were a mess, which has been like up and down all your life. And if going for this medicine or whatever makes you feel better and improves your life, then I don't see any harm in it at all. And I think it's 100% worth it if it's going to do that for you, if it's going to make you more aware of what's going on and shows you different things. I think it's worth it.
What was your favourite thing about the whole 24-hour experience that I showed your mum?
The granola in the morning. Because I was bloody starving.
Can I just say that Mum was unconscious for 12 hours? She was just like a dead body lying next to me for 12 hours. Nobody knew if she was journeying or sleeping. She was just like a dead body. Any other comments, Mum?
It's a very long journey, very tiring journey, but we had a laugh while we went on it. And we met some very nice people who weren't so hippie-ish as I thought at first.
So has your judgment changed on how you perceive people when you first meet them?
Yeah, like I said earlier, you shouldn't judge anything or anyone until you get to know it or see it for yourself. And I think there's too many ignorant people in the world, and they should find things out first before judging. And I did feel younger in a silly way, a funny way. Really strange, because I did feel younger. I've been hobbling about for a few weeks with bad knees, bad hips, bad toes, bad feet. Even though they do still hurt me a bit, and they're not much different in that way, I felt like I was walking like I used to walk, like younger, and I could get up and down better, which is really strange. I can't explain that.
You said to me something in the airport on the way back as well about being young, about me being young. What did you say to me?
Oh yeah, I looked at you a couple of times and you looked like you was just still in school. You looked like you did years ago. You look with your little black leggings on and your black loose jumper. I'm used to seeing you always sort of glammed up and everything. But yesterday when we was coming home, you just looked like a little 14-year-old. You did look younger.
How was I acting on the way home?
Very, very strange. Very strange. It's hard to know with you, Katie, because you're very strange all the time. You never know whether you've had a drink or not. But yes, very good.
What about in the taxi?
Yes, chatting away to the German taxi driver. I couldn't understand a word, but Katie seemed to be talking away to him and understanding everything. And every time she said she liked one of the songs on the radio, he turned it up, not helping my really bad headache. Then she gave him a sick bucket, told him to put a plant in it. I don't think he was sure what to do with it, but he took it. What am I supposed to say?
Tell me about the dream that you said you had when you were on ayahuasca.
I dreamt a lot during the time I was asleep, but I can't remember anything that I dreamed apart from this last one. And it went back to I was a little girl and I was floating on a bed. It was an actual bed on water, and it was just floating, and I wouldn't let nobody touch the mattress, the bed, because it was on water. I don't know why, I don't know. I also saw like a silver spiral tunnel sort of thing, which is going to sound silly, and I could see a figure, a very little figure right at the end, and it looked like it was miles away, and it was like just a silhouette, but it was a lady, but I don't know who it was, but it was a woman. She wasn't beckoning me or anything, she was just standing at the end, but it seemed a very long way away. Don't know what it meant, I don't know. And I also saw myself in a field picking a little child up. I think it might have been my little grandson, I don't know, but I was certainly picking a little child up in a field. We were dead happy. can't remember anymore.